Hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is Divine Sunshine. I said I was going to look into karmic situations. On my last read that I just did for this weekend for 119 through 121, the cards for the Divine Masculine came out, which was this. He felt that he was Three of Water, celebration, a wedding, graduation, a birth announcement that needs to the need to have more fun. This one was the Knight of Fire, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless, a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is all of the essence. Think things through carefully. Past life came up. And then also, to be fair, came in reverse. Okay, and then also some things that he has to work on and do, which is balance. His energies in the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine self, and in order for him to do that was to surrender to joy, okay, and to surrender to miracles. Very quickly, in the last reading I came up with was that this Three of Water, traditionally when you see Three of Cups, that means there's a karmic situation, person, place, thing, a third energy has been created with this. Divine Masculine, feels as if it is time to celebrate. He wants a serious commitment. He knows there's time at this point that he wants to graduate to a new level, and there's a birth announcement about himself growing into something new. And he wants to have more fun because the situation that he's in right now with this karmic situation is making him feel that he's not having fun where he's at. This is due to the past life relationship, him knowing this person before, which means the Divine Feminine has also showed up in the reading as well. She's been heavily on his mind. I stated there before. Energetically, I got a pop, so that's true. Energetically, physically, in the 3D, 5D, all of that, she's been showing up heavily. This has caused him to have that reaction of this Three of Water that's being mentioned on this card. He's also felt, because of this rush here, that this Knight of Fire energy has made him feel passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. And so he's felt also a sudden event that needs immediate attention that he wants to do, which he's feeling like, this is happening. I got to kind of change some things. He feels the time is of the essence. He's thinking things through carefully. I told you I felt with him that he was saying, I'm in the mood for love simply because you're near me. So he feels that the Divine Feminine is very much near him. This is causing some kind of thing happening karmically. And so I want to kind of get into it and just ask the Divine Masculine, do channel reading about what's going on. So Divine Masculine, can you tell me, love-wise, what is going on with you? Okay. It's all these upside down. Yeah, they kind of, okay. So, he's saying he's having a hard time this came in reverse, staying optimistic about some things. But he knows that that's not really true. The energies is kind of helping him, like I be him to say, I'm wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off for the Karate Kid. Sometimes on with the positivity, sometimes off with the positivity. He knows really honestly that this Divine Feminine has something positive to give. He knows she has a lot of things to offer. He sees her out there doing her grind, doing her hustle, but at the same time it kind of scares him. He knows he needs to kind of get some more knowledge about some things that's happening in his life, world, and affairs, and his environment to help him gain more confidence. He feels that he knows that this soulmate, this is reverse. Yes, this soulmate is, this is your soulmate. However, again, he's been kind of off and on with it. He's saying it's really been in the past. However, when it comes to this optimism, when it comes to the soulmate, this optimism being wax on, wax off is due to him knowing a deeper knowing. So he's getting an extra nudge from the universe. His intuition, his awareness is kind of pushing them to become a little bit more wiser about things. He's felt round and round, just like what I said. Sometimes it's up, days is up, some days it's down. You know, some things is due to what's happening in the world that's causing this up and down. This playing a very big influence on him as far as where things are. He understands that he is a co-creator, and his thoughts is helping him to kind of really know this. You know, he's kind of looking at things at the past, things that's been happening. He's been, to me, it's been a balancing act again. That goes back to that again, on his wise, his wisdom, how he's looking at things, how he's coming to wise decisions on things. But he wants to move it with agility and speed as far as creating these changes. He's doing a lot of questioning of why from the spirit, from himself, a lot of introspection. He's kind of, some divine masters are also looking at maybe YouTube channels or really reading up on some things to understand what's going on in the environment and why things are happening and occur in the way that he has, so he can gain some new light, shed some light on the situation. When he thinks about the soulmate thing, yes, this is a soulmate, he's having a hard time breathing through the situation. You know, he might be kind of having panic attacks or having a hard time understanding it. However, he knows the other side of the coin of this, which is not the shadow side of it, is that, yeah, the great thing is I do know this is my soulmate. And this thought does help me to kind of breathe a little bit more easily, that some ways in the recesses of my mind, in the 5th of my higher self, knows this to bring to be true. Okay. What is, let's ask, what are you feeling about, Claire, this karmic situation? How do you view this karmic situation? Like he wants to rebel, upstart, revolution, start something new. He's got an enlightenment, inspiration, epiphany, innovation about that situation. Energy. What energy brought this on? Clear. Third chakra, Archangel Archangel, which means his heart chakra has been opening up more. Right, yeah. Nope. Yep. Stop. It has been that too. Why they got this light up though? Shamiel is the heart. Okay, but third chakra, root, sacral, solar plex. These two things really been working hand in hand here. He wants to rebel and start a new upstart. And this got to be started in his heart, because I told you, with me, I always believe that your heart is the driving force, not the mind. You know, your mind could be thinking all day about stuff, but once that heart gets behind that action, that mind and that thinking, then we got forward movement. And then also this standing in the power. Archangel Shamiel would be a angel, in which I would say for the divine master that's in this situation would be somebody that I would say call on to help you, especially when you're trying to rebel and get in touch with matters of the heart. He wants to rebel, he's saying, from the way how how this karmic is showing up, you know, because he's looking at her like this, you know, And he's like, I really want to rebel from this energy. I got to get away from this. One way in which he will be able to do that is because, again, like I said, matters of the heart is changing. And he wants to start now standing in his power. Because most of the time when you talk about a revolt or to rebel, I'm thinking about somebody like storming a castle. And you seeing two different powers coming together. Like saying, charge, or they say, you know what, I ain't going to take this no damn more. I got to get up and do something. Because this, I'm ass here. I ain't going to take it anymore. I don't know why I'm seeing in the middle like Norma Ray and them standing up and just saying, I'm going to start work. And it's, to me, it's like that. It's like start boycotting, doing things that just saying, you know what, I'm just not going to do any more work up in this situation anymore. The divine masculine also is saying enlightenment, inspiration, epiphany, and innovation. So he's got some of these things going on. The reason for this is community. Community, which is, again, I would say the collective. He feels things going on in the environment, some shifting going on. He really wants to find ways to kind of get out of this situation. So he's looking outside of himself. Will be the community as well that would play a part with this. And community would mean also is that he wants to commune with his divine feminine, okay, or other feminine energies, okay, when it comes to this, okay. Let's look at some other things. What else, clear, has brought this on divine masculine with you in this divine, in this karmic situation? Let me do that again because I said the wrong thing. God dog it. Ugh. The world. But this also, when I looked at it, I said, oh my God, this looked like the moon. So to me, this looked like the eclipse, does it not? So to me, it seems they're saying about the eclipse that's going on with this blood moon is bringing on these. So he's feeling these energies as well. This causing for him to say, I want to walk on this pier. I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's a short pier. But I want to walk and towards to create the world, which is new things, new creation, new beginnings. Like a whole new world. Again, how are you viewing? What's going on with you in this karmic situation? Forgiving and learning came in reverse. I'm going to say two ways. Some of these divine masculines that's in these karmic situations are having a hard time forgiving and learning themselves. Their younger self, what they did in the past in regards to in this situation, and now with their former self, which is now the older self, which will be now, is really doing a lot of thinking, and they having a hard time with coming to grips with what's going on. Then you have this also the emphasis for two, those divine masculines, which are really truly saying, you know what, I'm sorry. I'm really looking back and seeing that, I did some foolish things when I was in my former self, and now it's really look like I'm kind of paying the price for it because I look tired, I done aged because of some of these things. So that is what he's saying. He's where he is now. Can you clarify and tell me through this what brought this on? This is due to wanting to come out of a contract. This is in reverse. Okay, the contract will be this. He came in reverse, which means I want to come out of the contract. Can you tell me exactly what is the karmic doing? Clear. That makes you want to come out of this contract. So I want to say because she needs help. Although she doesn't want to seek it. She don't want to reach out and get back up or help. Or back up with me to be would be check in with her spirit to really say, or either check in with her heart and see what's going on with the situation. And she doesn't want to admit her needs, but she needs help. Why does she need help, Divine Masculine? Why do you sense or look and see that she needs help? Because she needs to know that there are bright prospects out there for her. So in so many words, the Divine Masculine is saying that it's somebody else out there. But let me make sure I won't put any words in his mouth. Love conquers all, enduring loyalty, internal love, lasting commitment. I see a wolf here. So I asked about what's going on with her. She needs to learn how to be a lone wolf. I know that, saying sometimes in what she's doing, her emotions is sometimes in times when dealing with him, when she's supposed to be hard or bark at him, she's rolls over and lets him pet the belly, which that really should happen when it's time for him to pet the belly. She's not, she's barking at him. There needs to be a sense of a balance too going on, and it's no balance there. And so this is causing him to really start thinking and looking for enduring loyalty, some internal love, and a lasting commitment elsewhere. And it's helping them to start knowing that love conquers all. Okay? Is there something else that you would like the Divine Feminine to know about what's going on with this situation? Ecstasy, yielding, rapture, and bliss. There is no, this came in reverse, there is no ecstasy or no bliss going on in relationship. Is there something going on that the Divine Feminine does not know about? Their death rites might have been started on something, you know, like the priest was said, this thing is dead, so now we're going to come in and start. Some of them don't know that the process has started. It's not really to me that it came into fruition, but it's like, you know, like somebody said, we didn't start at the pace, like I had today. I was in on a meeting to start a process with a student, and that's all I'm going to say. And so, although the parents was like, you know, are we starting it? And they just kind of confused, like, is he getting the services or they ain't getting the service? What are we saying? And so it was like really a meeting to start the initiation of the service, but the services ain't started. So that's the same thing like that. It's like we done initiated the death rights over this, but it ain't really, you know, it's like we got to get some other things to prove to get it kind of started. We got to kind of write up the paperwork, but we know that it's coming down the pipeline. So some of them, that's it. Some of them I'm reading this two ways and saying, no, the death rights have been stated over this. We're in the process of saying goodbye, and we're in the process of finding ways to honor our lives and go through the formalities. Usually what goes on with this, what's going on with this situation or this type of occasion, which is, you know, separating, getting ready to, you know, get the lawyer, because there was contract that came up here for this group, whoever this is, some kind of way contract, they got a house together, some kind of binding things. Now this could be a karmic situation, contract too, that we're getting ready to kind of say goodbye and end it on as well. And so this is what they're saying. This is what you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Is that lady saying, let's just kiss and say goodbye. So this is what we ramping up to know about that. What changes has gone on between you and the karmic? The next taking the next step is now. That's what's going on, he said. There's been some change of minds going on in this situation. There has been some forgiveness that is going on, in the life changes occurring between the both of them. And there's some processes starting to leaving. He's saying he's been checking out emotionally. This person that's either in this marriage or this karmic situation that we talk about has been binding contractually. Saying that he's saying that it's been some really been emotionally, both of them been emotionally checking out. They've been leaving the relationship. It's been that. Okay, and I see this jump out, so they could both have to be true to themselves, and they've had some sentimental feelings. Okay, maybe also I'm seeing this 5 card. Where's the 5 card draw? 1. No, I just pulled 5. 1, 2, 3. Let's see it tell the story by this. Sentimental until they don't feel right. Parenting care. Some of them have had their parents get in. Your parents been involved. Maybe been giving advice, or maybe be taken care of, and they've been getting involved into this situation. Let me ask about this. Can you tell me, wisdom? Can you tell me why has the parent gotten involved? Clear in this situation. Because they're loyal to you, and they got a loyal heart to seeing you really get what you want in life. You know how parents are. You know, I want to see the best for you. Maybe they see them for themselves. This don't look right. Man, that's funny. And say, all the glitters and gold. They seeing something about this ain't looking right. It started off glittery. They might have been gung-ho and behind you 100%, but now they seeing the mask is off. They seeing your karmic partner for what they are, and the mask is off. That's it. Okay. Clear. Has the parent done anything? Yes, they've been doing a lot of thinking, but when it came to them, they've been playing it by book. Clear. Why have they been playing it by the book? Because they've been weighing their emotional self and their analytical self about the situation. Have they seen anything specifically that they did not like? They don't see a blossoming abundance going on in this situation. And they're seeing door to value being questioned. Maybe these money matters ain't been flowing financially, and they probably ask, maybe, I'm just going to throw this out here, maybe the divine masculine has maybe asked your mom or your parent for some money or loans or something like this. I'm just throwing it out there. And this done raised a red flag, like, what the hell going on here? You know, like, if y'all together, why are you still asking? Because I know, like, if my parents, they like, you know, if you get married, you responsibility of your man. Don't be coming to be asking us about no stuff, because you got a man now. That's your responsibility. So maybe somebody has not been carrying the load, and they've been seeing some things financially going on with you, and they're like, that make me scratch my head. What the hell going on here? If y'all in this committed relationship and you still look like you struggling, I'm struggling. Okay. I'm curious. I'm nosy. Have they given you any advice about what to do with the situation? Clear. What have they told you to do about the situation? Ooh, these things is flying. This dang gonna end with the moon. I'm going to say, if I walk down on this floor one more time for these dang gonna cards. Okay, so they have told you be the Ace of Fire. They've told you that there's a newer opportunity. And they told you to change your life now. They want you to become the man like this, who is holding when I see that, that means to get rooted, to get grounded. They want you to get rooted and grounded in things. Okay, so that's a wand, right? Okay. This is brought on, especially they saying to you, they probably been saying this now, especially around this moon thing, because it's like clips like two moons there again. It's passing the two bodies there. They've also told you about your ego. They told you that you had a false sense of entrapment. You've been overly focused on material things and negative or fear-based thoughts. Okay, well, let's hear for this parent. So they didn't told you about yourself. They told you kind of about this ego that you got here. Your ego kind of probably got you. Here's my mom, and I was a boy. She definitely been and told me, look here, y'all know what happened. See, you up there material, you looking at the girl thinking she got all that in a bag of chips. But it looked like to me, what she's showing me, she ain't working with nothing. And you still here asking me for loans and helping you for money and stuff. Look like this ain't coming up to nothing. And so you feel like you trap out this, you know, ain't nothing about being in a relationship, a marriage, a house, or some signed contract that you don't want to be. You always check out at any time. You know, it might hurt. Dividing of the assets might be hard, like I told you all at the last reading I did. But you can do it. It's gonna, like I said, you got to think this way, Divine Masculine. Would you like to have a lifetime of pain and misery of being with somebody that you don't want, or just being 6 months, or to how long it is for you to take a divorce, and then you have your whole life to say, okay, let me reset and start my life over again. So this parent has told you about this, about your ego, then told you about yourself, like the old folks you say. You've been smelling yourself, and I've been telling you to get your damn life together, and you ain't been damn listening to nothing now. So now you see a hard head makes soft ass. You ain't got self in this damn situation. And now I'm telling you, as your mom, you know my mom would do that, and then she stroke you at the next minute. Okay, so now Mom's here. If you want to kind of work on getting out this situation, I'm here to support you. Tell me how I can help you, since you look like you're miserable, because I want you to go back being this man that I see here, that I envision you as a little boy that you're growing up to be very strong and independent. And I don't like the way how things is going now. Okay? So, what actions, Divine Masculine, are you going to take when we look at your energy for next? Clear. In this situation, what's the next thing you're going to do? Y'all see something? What are you going to do? Oh my God. And this came out too. He said, next thing I am is going to be the man holding a heart. Which means he's going to learn how to really become the master of his emotions. And really truly become very stabilized in this heart, in holding his heart. He's saying to be, I see two hearts here. To me, it looks like he's saying I'm going to become focused too on this as well. I see a 4 means grounded, which 5 means change. And so he's going to be grounded in this. And he's going to know how to hold the heart. Can you tell me which heart you're referring to? How he's going to do this also is hoping Archangel Metatron. Now, Metatron is one who's over the Akashic Records, also clearing the chakras as well. He will help you to be able to look at your past and see what things, so using your third eye to see how you can help that, because you're going to have to kind of look back in the past, like one of those cards I seen there early, to help you move forward into knowing what things you got to deal with, Divine Masculine. What was my question again? Can you tell me who we're talking about? Oh, okay. But he's saying again, these financial constraints are a factor as well. And so he's got to work on that too. Opening up, the cupboards is bare. But you got to work on that as well. I asked you who is you talking about. I think, did I come out here already? Five of Earth. Got to take the book and read this. Who is this old? And this Five of Earth. So, hands right on there, too. Okay, so Five of Earth, alternative forms of abundance, the illusion of lack, overlooked treasures. All is not as it seems, so this is a time to look again. A change in perception can bring into focus the results I sought, just in a different form than expected. I am called to move away from poverty consciousness and open my eyes to treasures before me that are suddenly illumined. The illusion of wealth gives way to true abundance. There is no need to fear that the rug will be pulled out from under me. When we draw attention to grow, what we draw attention to grows. So I count my blessings and realize I have far more than I thought. I have come far in my quest for building up what I need, and even more opportunities for experiencing abundance awaits. So he's really telling me, and I can hear my divine masculine speaking through, saying, I don't want to really just, he's like, no, he's like, get it right. He said, first of all, I'm talking about the divine masculines. The divine masculine is talking about the divine feminines. There's no question about that. That's why who I'm talking about, whose heart he's like he used to do. Who you think I'm talking about holding? Whose heart would I want to hold? Okay, there you go. So don't ask no crazy question like that. The heart he wants to hold is the divine feminine. However, he's telling me very clearly, these financial constraints is an issue. That's another blockage. So he can move the karmic situation out the way, which is with the person. But the next karmic situation he's got to deal with is these finances, because these finances is cover his bear. And this Five of Earth is saying the way he's going to go about kind of getting this together is that he's got to change his perception when it comes to money. He's got to stop focusing on the thought of lack, because the thought of lack is giving birth to him having more of the experience of having lack as well. Okay, that's one thing he has. Is there anything what you're going to work on? Can you tell or disclose how you're going to work on getting that together as far as your finances? So you get rid of, we're going to be in agreement, all of us divine feminines and divine masculines, you get rid of the karmic partner situation. That moves out the way. Now it's next thing. I can hear him also saying, yeah, you know, with me, with this contract and this divorce, that might end up depleting what money I do have. So now that's going to throw me into this next karmic situation, which is to deal with the money. What things are you going to do? He said, I'm just going to kind of observe things at the moment. He's, in some ways, he's telling me, he's saying, I got to see what's my next step that's going to happen. So right now, I got to be very wise as to what my next step. I don't want to move until I see it. I got to really see what's the next thing I got to do. And then after you observe, do you know what the next thing you need to do? Also, divine master, after you observe. Told you if I pick up another damn card off this flow. He said he's got to listen to unlikely sources as far as how he's going to move through the spirit. The spirit's going to use some things to help him give birth to new ideas, but it's going to be some unique and unlikely sources. So he's going to be very attentive and listen to see how he can kind of get out of this situation with his finances. At times he say he's going to feel like he's not blessed by the situation. Okay, that's anybody in this. However, he knows that really deep down inside that, it's a blessing that's going to occur behind this. And so it's just going to give birth to a new world. And he's just got to kind of work through that. This door to spirit kind of is called my name. So this is really going to help him. He's got to kind of open the door to spirit. Him and spirit got to work and communicate and become partners from this point on, especially how to be able to open up some new doorways to occur, especially when it's coming to his finances. I see this, I'm going to do 5-card draw. He's saying he's got to become patient. He's got to become patient throughout this whole process, especially when he's talking about his finances. At times, he's going to have a fork in the road thing where he's going to have indecision as to which way he could move. And I want to say it's going to be two things presented to him, as far as maybe with this getting out the contract of this divorce. He's got two things that's going to be presented to him, and he's got to kind of choose which way he's going to go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2. Envy. It's some people on the outside going to kind of envy him, because you know, I'm picking up maybe these family and friends kind of like to see this divine masculine down, and they were really kind of reveling in it, to seeing him kind of being miserable. This is what I'm picking up. You know, misery love company. Okay, yay, you done join with the rest of us, having a marriage that don't work. You know, everybody been the same way. I think I did it in one of my readings. Say the marriage between Auntie Riri and Uncle Ray, they didn't work. You know, me and your mom, the marriage, it didn't work. And so, you know, I was expecting you just go on ahead through the family lineage and do the same thing, be in a miserable marriage and trying to make it work and having the extra marital affairs on the side. And, you know, that's how I kept myself afloat. And that's how your uncle did, and that's how your dad did, and that's how your grandmother did, and that's how your grandfather did. So this is what we calling this coming along, is to help clear bloodlines with this. But some of them is going to be very envious when you do make this move. It's like, no, this life ain't for me. I know instinctively that I got a better life for me, and I'm gonna find a way how to make this happen. And I've got the backing from the universe. I just feel it within my heart. This is the best thing for me. And no, I'm not going to sign on like every other person in this family has, from grandmother to you to auntie, my uncles. Everybody has signed on for this. So be aware that they're going to be envious. And, you know, and then also, and friends, same thing. You know, I remember one time I asked about divine masculine. I said, you got any married friends or committed friends? Because I kind of sense that you hang around a lot of single ones, which ain't really helping your ministry. Because, you know, if you got a lot of single ones that's real about that life, about being out in the streets and just being, you know, catching anything that's got a skirt, you got a problem with. That's the kind of energy that you're hanging around with. So, you know, you got to watch their friends thinking, too. That's envy, like, oh, my God, you know, trying to lie. Say, but you got this, or, you know, I thought everything was going to work out fine, you know. I liked her. And then behind the scenes, you know, they talk about you all fighting. And, you know, the real inner circle to this divine masculine really know what's going on behind the scenes. No matter what's being posted on Facebook and how it's looking, they know. And they, like I said, them two want to keep that flea in a mason jar theory going on. You know, like you say, I want to keep you down, you know, like a flea. You know, you did experiment with fleas in a jar. You know, if they keep on eventually try to hop and try to get out the jar, they can't, because they keep hitting their head on top of the jar. But then, you know, if you keep them there for a long period of time, then eventually you take the jar lid off, and they keep on jumping and doing it, they'll stop and do just at a certain height, because they are scared that, oh my God, if I do it, I hit my head. So ain't no use in me jumping high, because I can't jump out, although the lid is off and it's open and they have freedom, they can't do it. Same thing, you know, your friends kind of keep you at a certain point, and then when you do say, well, I want freedom, you kind of scared because you're going about what they doing, and there might be envious. So I'm picking up on certain about that. And then even the karmic might even be envious. Like, you know, I thought you was going to be miserable about me, and you trying to better yourself, be better. You know, and some of them might say, I stayed in here because of you, you know, and I could have been doing better without you, by my damn self. So kind of got to watch that as well. And at the end of it, it's the last one, is, oh, wait a second, I like that one. I'll call it till I feel the energy is out. You're going to be the man holding the coin once you release this energy, if everything, okay? And you're going to get with this thinking woman, which is what I pick up is will be the divine feminine, because she's wearing green. Because she's become out there in the world, she's become very wise by learning from the lessons that the universe has brought to her. Things that she's really understanding about herself, and she's becoming very wise. And you see these stairs here becoming up, going up to ascending, going to new levels and heights. She's had that transformation. So to me, this would get 4 and 7 equals 11. So this is the divine feminine at the end of the day. And you know you got to move and take action, okay? With that as well. Oh, okay. He's bringing me a story. Okay, you let me know. So you got to become action. To me, this would be the divine masculine, the divine feminine. So now you will become the chaser, and she's kind of the runner. Like, you got to catch up to me, because I told you deuces a long time ago. I ain't like your energy. Or you could be one that say, I'm in communications. You kind of off and on. However you're saying, the communication is sporadic. And you might be feeling yourself saying, I'm kind of been pulling away. Which helps to attract the divine master. So this is causing this action to happen. Again, he's knowing that you're the goddess of the moon. Intuition awareness card kicked in. Also by the energies of the moon has brought this on as well. His attention towards you. And so now we have the opening of the door of romance happening as well between the two of you all, because you're getting rid of some of this karmic thing. And now you're also looking at the magician and the mirror. You're looking at yourself, seeing how you could create and be co-creators of your world. Help things to manifest things by really taking the introspection and reflection of yourself, your mirror, your soul, opening up the window and really looking into things. Strategically, you got to kind of really work at how you're going to get, from this point on, working with your divine feminine as well. And then you having the fifth, which would be your the higher fifth, your communications. You got to make sure that Gabriel, you got to work with how you're being able to communicate those ideas too, and your strategy, and to get with your divine feminine. I could go on and on. They got a lot of things here. There, it is going to cause some anxiety for you, divine masculine, when that does happen, once you finally hear. But you're going to emotionally, you're going to be standing at the garden to the gate, which you know is you got to sit there and open up the garden to go on and walk into your spirituality, emotion-wise, because this is the year of the feminine. You get in touch with your feminine energies, and so this is going to cause you to open up the gate to walk on into your spirituality. Okay, let's end with, I think I did everything, your energies. Clear. What do you have to work with this divine masculine as far as energies? We did that. You got to become balanced. I don't know why I'm putting that. You got to become balanced. Again, back to you again. You got to become balanced. You balance your analytical self and your emotional self. You got to also surrender to the joy. Okay. Also, it says a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling, doing both the hard and the easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. And you see here that they have dolphins. They are very highly intelligent. Their frequency is very high. We talk about as far as high or spiritually, and that we know that this also is a sign for twin flames when you're talking about dolphins. So this is really saying for you as well. I want to know, what does the divine masculine want to say clear to the divine feminine in his life that's seeing him going through this karmic situation? what kind of things would you like to say to her? Okay, and he's been saying this pretty much all this week. I just wanted to. Okay, you were saying to her, just be supportive of me, please. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Again, like I said in the other reading, you know, do things, hold yourself, think of your divine master. Say, right now, I'm sending you a hug. I'm sending you love and the best intentions and the highest, praying for your highest good in this situation, you know, because Spirit knows better what's the best solution for you to get out of this situation, that it will be the highest for all that's concerned in it, okay? That way you can do that, you know, pat yourself on the back. Good job. You're doing really good no matter what you're doing. Sending those thoughts out there, love, that's another way. Okay, you telling her to be supportive. Okay. Is there any kind of advice that you can give her too while she's kind of waiting? Because I know she's kind of waiting for you. So what is it that you want to say? New love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities and spiritual growth. Again, this goes several ways. I'm hearing them. You got new love, which is, you know, at first thing that came to mind, he told me, he said, you know, get excited about this new opportunity that we have presented to us after we finish with this karmic situation. You know, I'll be making my way to you. I'll be making my way back to you, girl, when love is the inside. So that's what he's saying. You got one group that's saying that, you know, this is what I'm doing. So, you know, just get excited about it. Be ready to, as the card says, to receive this happening, okay? There's another one of them saying, you know, this new love is yourself. Learn how to give it out. Some of them saying, you know, again, I've heard you all through the collective very strongly with those of you all through the deuces up to saying, you know what, I'm kind of going after my soulmate at this time. And so, you know, that's really what I feel. I'm better suited with that at this time to help me for healing, for what things that have occurred between you and I. The Divine Masculine is saying that he understands, his higher self said, I understand that. I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to hurt me. It's hurting. But I understand due to the things that I have done and what I put you through, I do understand your need to go that. And of course, me practicing unconditional love with you, I will want the highest of good for you in return as well. So if you feel the need for that, you know, don't mind my 3D or my ego self jumping in, saying things to you, you know, about you getting in situations, you know, if that's what you feel that you need for your highest good, or you need for healing, for you to feel whole, then I do understand that. But most of all, he wants you to really get the understanding of the advices you is to really develop this new love of self, this new love of looking at how you see the masculine, the divine masculine, and the potential of you all creating something. And then also just this new love, if you do want to see outside of yourself, which is really new love, developing relationships with your friends, your family, your soul family, or even if it's saying with somebody else. The Divine Master says in so many levels, you would not believe that I do understand it. And I would be almost like Tank said, I deserve, so I do feel that if whatever you do, I do feel that I do deserve you even saying you going to somebody else. And I will deal with my emotions, and I'll deal with that. That's none of your concern, he's saying. If that's what you feel like doing at this point, you worry about you. You worry about you developing new love for yourself, okay? All right. Is there something you would like to say? I'm going to even ask this, and you want to say, that's controversial. Is this divine masculine in this situation, is something you would like to say even to the karmic? What would you like to say to karmic in this situation, too? Like, I won't say this, but okay. what he would like to say to her is to look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Because like I said, I think I said that in there, we were saying about the family members is kind of backing up, and the friends is saying one way. If I didn't say that intuitive, this is what I'm thinking about. A lot of them are saying, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't. You know, they're scared. He said, I know that you know, you and I, and that's my part. I helped you to build this facade in this relationship, dealing with the outside on Facebook. You know, we portray one way. You and I know that when we get home, it's a different way. You and I know that this has really had been a strain for the both of us. This is very taxing. I know a part of you is really selling yourself short. You do not want to go and, you know, you're like, oh my God, I got to rebuild all over again. I got to go through all this stuff over again. You know, I'm comfortable where I'm at. He's saying, I view you, I see you doing that. You know, I keep on saying, you know, I want you, you know, why you can't just sit here and stay here and make it work with me. You know, you can be happy with me. You know, whatever she does, I can say, whatever you like, whatever you like. Then for IT, saying that, you know, I can do whatever she does, the divine feminine does. Just I can hear her saying, just teach me, just show me how I can do it, how I can make it better. What can I do to make it work? And the divine masculine is having this conversation. I can see him saying, it's nothing you can do. And if you really would check your heart, you would know that this is not where, you know, you want to be, and this is not where I want to be either. And you've got to check in and get some inner strength about this and become strong, and then become to the point that you're saying, you know what, I don't deserve this. Because whatever's happening with these divine masculines collectively, especially with this karma being released, and they probably feeling the pressure. And, you know, some divine feminines, I'm talking to you, you really should be thanking your lucky stars that you are not around doing this. Because some of these karmics, excuse me for saying that, these karmics are catching hell. I can say, Natalie Cole said, I'm catching hell. That I don't like that song because you doing that, but they catching it. I can hear that song playing in the background. You know, they snapping on them because they stressed, and the divine master is stressed, and they having arguments going back and forth about that, and she don't know where the hell that's coming from. And, you know, some of them, I seen that even on channel saying, you know what, oh, the hell with this. I ain't got to put up with this shit. No. First of all, it ain't been going the way I wanted to. You ain't got no money, you know, and then all this stuff. You going home and talk to your mom, talk about our situation and what our problem is. And I can tell she ain't too cool about me neither. So, you know, it's a whole different thing. And I even going with Shaquita saying, and little Shaquan telling on and say he heard you talking to some feminine, that's the divine feminine on the phone in damn way. So that's it. A couple channels I did see that they said that they that the Karmic's children saying about finding out what's going on, that they are the ones that's going to be able, the cat going to get out of the bag, because the Karmic, the children, the child is going to tell. Who knows, they're going to see something and they're going to tell the parent or the mom about what's going on. So it's tiring, even me tapping into that daggone energy with that. It's tiring for the both of them, to be honest with them. Okay, it's tiring for both of them. It's coming, some of these, it's coming, excuse me, to a close. I wish I could. No, I'm not going to do that, because all of us will be saying, okay, when is it going to happen? Let me see. Part of me wants to. Let's see when this is going to. Six of Fire jumped out. So I want to say the action will be taking place either in 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, not 6 years, because it's going to be, it's happening this one. 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months this year. Starting the hot balloon, starting to elevate to new heights. And setting sail off. A lot of things, a lot of action swirling around. So 6 of Fire. Spirit wants to say next time when the fire sign is in, which that would be April, which would be me. April, watch out. April might start some of this, get this fire going, starting to elevate things, start flowing and taking off, getting above ground, taking off ground. That's what it's saying. Like, you know, it's time for liftoff, like this thing, like this plane. It's time for it to start ascending and start heading home for its destination. Okay. It was saying a letter. Let me see. Praise you, what I do. Okay, I got a number right off the bat that came on. 149. So let's do 194. 194. Okay, let's look at this is a love letter for this divine masculine to you. Divine feminine is seeing this type of divine masculine in this situation. And that's actually one love letter before mine's. Because this is Bella Tinks. And she did divine love letters, soul to soul, twin flame to twin flame, Bella Tinks. I'll say hell, I didn't decide for you. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on a second. Gotta investigate something real quick. Oh, we 145. Oh, we 154. Oh, damn, forgot this that quick. Yeah, I'm sorry. We 145. We down the line. I'm like, that ain't our damn. What the heck? After hear him saying, that is not our damn letter. Don't be telling people wrong enough. No, we 145. I'm sorry. Yeah, we 145. That's our love letter. He said to me to, from him to me in this book. So you want to know that one because she channeled our letters and that's ours. Again, what's the number? I'm sorry. 191. Okay. I mean 194. Get your numbers right. Okay, here we go. It says, there have been so many times over the years that I've just wanted to pick up sticks, pack my bags, and come to you. Whisk you away, drive off to some far-flung nest egg by the beach, and spend every day and evening with you under a moonlight sky, out by the ocean. Oh, how I dreamed of our life together. There is so much for us to catch up on. so much time to make up for and to make the most of. I simply adore everything about you, and I felt that way forever. You overwhelm me in so many ways. It seems hard to put on paper or to say in words. It just is. You just are. In simple terms, utterly, wonderfully perfect in every single way. I have pined for you every day, every hour, feels like forever. I have pined for you every day, every hour, for feels like forever. I can't wait for us to be together. Our love is real. Okay. That is the reading for this one. Channel message from the Divine Masculine. Okay, I hope this helps. Ooh, yeah, this long one too. My little person I'm supposed to do a reading, I apologize. Spirit led me to this one. I will get to you this weekend, especially as the MLK weekend. I will. You know specifically who you are. Okay. And her initials is CB. I'll get to you. I'll just say it that way. Okay, so until next time, if you like to have a read with me, email me at divineunisol11@gmail.com. If you like to read me, it's $11 for the month of January. So until then, I'm going to go rest and get my eyes together again. And my twins have issues with his eyes too, and it's coming doubly over on this end. So until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago.